So I read All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda as an ebook, actually. So we don't have the hard copy, so I don't have anything to fidget with, but that's okay. I really like this book. I would rate it 4 out of 5 stars. It took me about 1 week to read, and it is all about Nick, having to go back home and take care of her sick dad. So her father has Alzheimer's, so her and her brother decide that it is time to sell the house, but her dad is not having any of it. So she has to go back to her hometown and convince her dad to sell the house and get everything ready. And of course, like any other good thriller, going back home means drudging up a lot of drama and dark secrets. So in this case, Nicolette's best friend Corinne went missing when they were in high school, and they have yet to find a body or hear anything about her. So everybody in this town just assumes that she has been murdered. So it has become part of the town lore. And coincidentally, when Nicolette comes back home, another girl who's about high school age, Annalise, also goes missing. So these cases kind of seem to have nothing to do with each other, but everybody in the town is 100% convinced that they do. Another fun secret about this book is that it is told in reverse. So we start at the end and then find out what happened at the beginning, and everything goes backwards. And it's really, really interesting because it kind of throws your mind for a loop. Everything is new, even if we've seen the material in other books. It still is fresh because it's told in a completely different narration style. And the information is still revealed to us as if it was in chronological order, which I thought was really, really smart and really, really sneaky and well written. So that is a lot of fun. My favorite part about this book is the strong themes of just what are you willing to do to protect the people that you love. Everyone in this book is kind of part of their own clan, and they protect that clan very vehemently. These girls who were best friends in high school were not nice to each other. They weren't nice to other people, and yet they were willing to just fight for each other and protect each other. And those themes carry over into when everyone is all grown up. People in like their little crew, their groups, their clans start suspecting each other, and yet they are still willing to sacrifice themselves in order to protect everybody. Even though they're not sure they're guilty, they suspect it, and yet they're still willing to throw themselves on the line, which is really cool. If I had to pick something I do not like about this book is that it can get a little dry. The darkness can kind of overpower you, which is a little bit weird because other books I've read have been much darker and yet it didn't bother me. But for some reason, as soon as the plot starts to slow a little bit, the darkness kind of drags me down. And instead of feeling in suspense, I kind of just feel like a little just like slow, and I'm a little bit like, I just gotta get through this part. It mostly happens when Nick is mostly just reminiscing about her times in this house and how it feels to come back to her hometown, and that's all very important to the plot of the book, but again, it kind of just slows down the suspense and trying to figure out what happens. So I wasn't a big fan of that, but the big plot points definitely make it worth it. So would I recommend this book? Yes, 100%, absolutely I would.